account for it to go and start actually streaming. And there we go. We are live on the internet with some Divinity Original Sin 2. Joining me, as always, is the incomparable Locke.
Hello. I'll be playing a Lizard Inquisitor.
You are... I just thought that was who you were all the time. Like, whenever I'm like, hey, what's up, Locke? You're like, I'm a Lizard Inquisitor. I'm like, okay, that's a weird way to say hi, but I'm glad you're well.
Liz Inquisitor.
You're way too inquisitorial. And of course, we also have Mr. Nick.
Howdy howdy, I am a undead battle mage, just like my night job.
Is that night job? Oh, whoa, that helmet. Okay, sorry. Is that night job like Knight?
I see what you did there.
Yep. The one gentleman you heard not laughing to that pun is Mr. Mike.
Howdy.
Because he is dead inside.
He's probably a night elf rogue or some bullshit like that.
No. I just race changed my Final Fantasy character to a damn elf.
Okay, good.
He's a light elf rogue. And I am an elf.
I'm an Elysian bard, thank you very much.
Okay. And I am an elf. I'm an elf metamorph, which means I can turn into a chicken, or I turn other people into chickens. I don't know. We're going to see what happens with it.
I can't remember.
Something with chickens.
Something with chickens.
Dope.
But this is the character creator for Divinity Original Sin 2. And when you start this up, and if you start a multiplayer game, you can invite your friends into it. You can actually also invite spectators if you have friends who kind of want to watch you play. And you can all create your characters at once. You can kind of set things up how you want. So there's a bunch of different backgrounds here as far as like humans, lizards, undead, all the different species of undead. And then there's some characters that they have already preset in the game that you can choose to be. Within the character creation itself, like once you kind of go in and you choose your race and then your build preset, I mean, you can change your appearance however you need to, however you want. I think I was a fan of that hair. No, that face.
And that body.
And
Hey.
that hair. Yeah. I like that hair.
Yowza.
Alright.
I actually can't see Jason's character right now, so
You're just presuming.
I mean I'm actually just commenting on Nick.
the undead. Yowza, that body.
Sexy skeleton man.
Got all kinds of bones. They have these attributes which affect different combat skills. So in this case I have strength and finesse. These are preset, but you're free to tinker with all this stuff however you want, including your starting skills and your abilities and stuff, including your talents as well, however you want to set up a few of those. Some of these are preset based off of like what character you want, like what race and class that you kind of pick, but they let you go however you want to. And they also let you choose your origins in a way, so I'm going to choose to be a Jester Mystic. So you can choose these little tags and they'll actually present different dialogue options as you proceed through the game. But before you get things started, you have to choose the most important thing, which is, what's your instrument? What's your soul instrument?
The mandolin.
I have a tambura. That's kind of like an ancient mandolin. Or we also have the bansuri. Or just a straight up cello, which I think you picked, right, Nick?
Yeah, I went cello.
Who are you? Or what's your soul instrument, Locke?
I play upon the rib cages of my enemies.
I don't see xylophone here.
In episode 2947, he clearly struck the same rib bone twice and it produced two different notes. I hope somebody got fired for this gross negligence.
They did.
It's a magic rib bone. Alright, I'm gonna choose you out. We're gonna start this thing. Anyways, that's the character creation, then you can launch things off.
Some of us may or may not have spent 3 or 4 hours in that today.
The character creator?
Yeah.
or the Game Master mode?
Both?
Both?
I'm just gonna skip past the cutscene here for my side of things. People who want to see it, you can kind of see some of the story. Basically, there's a lady. The whole setup for the Divinity series is that there's people who use a special kind of magic called Source, and there's a lady who uses some, and she's all bwahaha, and then they lock her up on a ship, and they lock you and your friends, since we're playing cooperatively. Oh, Nick, what did you do?
Isn't he beautiful?
No, look, what did you do? Shut it down. Shut it all down. Just shut this whole thing down. Oh.
Amazing.
I love it. Alright.
So here we are. You have a little journal log where you can keep track of things. You can see what different quests there are. Go around and complete them. You have a map. You have little markers that you can actually go and you can put on the map and give it a special name. So if you want to call out your friends to certain things. There's a dialogue. And there's a whole set of tutorials. Now, like, if you saw us stream this before with the early access, Nick and I did one that was like in the alpha. We're going to get to that bit pretty quick here. There's a little intro section that kind of acts as a bit of a tutorial. I could sneak up, for instance. Where's my sneaky key?
I was playing with the controller this afternoon, and it's actually pretty damn good for a friggin' RPG. Yeah.
Oh, can I steal this book? I did. I stole your book. Haha, take that, lady.
Nice. Good work with the barrel.
You can't see me. I'm just a barrel. Yeah, she sees you. Your sneaking fails.
Failed.
So the real point of this, and we'll show off what we can, but it's a little bit tough to some degree because this is really a game that's sort of about getting into this world with your friends. And I'm sorry, there's now just attitude to Keith Richards at -5. What did you do, Keith? What did you do? This lady's chewing you out.
I was just trying to look at the dead body.
She did not approve of whatever your methods were.
He's a skeleton. His methods are his own.
No, I'm stuck in this dialogue. Hold it right there. I'm gonna try and talk my way.
There's really... We definitely got to get to... We'll get to the little part here at the top of the ship, because it's really impressive looking. The whole storm and battle and...
Uh-oh. Okay, well now we're fighting. I made everybody mad.
You need us to like... Oh boy.
I'm gonna turn somebody into a chicken. Nope, I'm not gonna turn somebody into a chicken.
We're gonna die here, you know that, right?
I'm gonna move over here, and then I'm gonna turn this person into a chicken. Aw.
Didn't work.
Did not work. I'm gonna sprout some bull horns. Strength the bull! And now I'm gonna get murdered.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this wasn't supposed to go down like this.
Please don't get murdered 5 minutes into the stream.
How about 6 minutes into the stream?
Oh, boy.
So we're showing off the combat right away. Oof. Friendly fire!
Sorry
Yeah.
about
Hey, it was a fire spell too.
I don't feel good.
Good job. Good job. Way to get out of it. Nice.
Well,
Look at the cast of characters at the top of the screen. We've got...
Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Everybody gets a turn.
It's like a lizard something or other, a human, a dog, a guy with a fancy mustache. I don't know what that other thing is there.
Oh
Is this
man.
Divinity or is this Pyre?
We just set off the whole boat. Like oh no.
What have you done?
They're killing everybody.
Not Gil.
Yo dog, I heard you like NPCs.
Everybody! Holy crap!
Oh man, this. Look, I just was stealing that joke. I was stealing that book for a laugh, and then
It was a joke book? It was all over the joke book?
This is reminding me about the time that Jason and I streamed the original, the last Divinity Original Sin, and I started stealing paintings while he was trying to do cutscenes.
bad things happen then too.
Yes, bad things did happen.
Oh. I mean,
All these people using fire spells on a clearly wooden boat.
Yes, it seems like a bad plan. I'm curious if this will just like suddenly kick us to what is supposed to happen next. If it's going to be, all right, y'all done messed things up, so let's just put you into this situation.
No, this is gonna make us reload the damn save.
Man.
Like, we're clearly outnumbering the boat people.
Yeah, but we're
so-
doing like 0 damage. Like none of these people care.
I'm also on fire.
You should go lie down. See,
Oh, I
just
can't.
like Nick
I don't
did.
have that skill like Nick. He just lies down. Like how? Why is that a skill?
Just play dead.
He's undead. He can play dead.
Alright, so...
So,
Yeah.
anyways, should I just go ahead and load up the save before all this bad stuff happened?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I like to have a life where I'm not burning.
I don't think that's possible.
Alright, here we go.
All right, we'll start this off proper. So, anyways, what were we talking about? Yeah, this is a game where you're really supposed to get into it. Like you know, they intend this to be something of a digital role-playing game. So you create your character and you decide what kind of personality and attributes and everything else that you want for that character, and therefore then how you talk to other NPCs in the world, or how you talk to your friends if they're also playing, or and, you know, your party members. I'm engaged in a little dialogue here. There's been a murder on this ship.
So that's cool. You can listen in on the conversations and basically watch what your friend is saying. You can even see which ones are being highlighted, which ones you're considering.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's really neat.
Can I comment on how good this game looks?
Yeah.
Yes. Wait until you see the water.
Yeah, just say once we get a
This isn't Morrowind. There's clearly not going to be better water.
So we gotta go talk to this guy. You know, weird stuff happened.
Wendigo.
I like the narrator.
Wendigo.
I like
Are
the
we-
narrator.
I also like the narrator, yeah.
Are we playing Until Dawn?
Maybe.
Yeah, the narrator's a nice touch. That's like that little bit of hey, you know, you got a DM, you know, talking to you and setting things up.
And here we go. Legitimate fight now.
Oh,
Again with the fire!
you went and talked to the bad lady. I was talking to a nice lady, and then I got knocked down. So that's the other thing. Like, there's no main character in this when you're playing as a group, right? Nick went and engaged in a dialogue up here with some folks, and it affected me and what's going on. That's another part of all this, right? Is to some degree you can play this like a straight up D&D game. I mean, even outside of the game itself, like within the game itself, but even outside of that, they have this game master mode where you can actually have a DM who constructs a campaign, who sets up a map, who sets up events, so that you know, people can create a party. I'm going to grab this chubfish because that's
Who's getting the bucket helmet?
I'm getting all the food basically. I'm getting chubfish, I'm getting red snapper, I'm getting a bottle of wine. Let's go have some fun.
There's weapons over here, guys.
Oh yeah?
In this over here. How do you rotate the camera?
Sharp
Little mouth.
stone on a
Thank
stick.
you.
Scales with strength.
Again, I played with a controller all day.
Where you at, Locke? Oh, in the other room.
I'm in
I'll
here.
take that.
Can I ping?
Yeah, I'm
Pitchfork. Okay, I'll take that.
Can you see that?
Oh, nice.
Or maybe this? It's in, not that one, sorry. That one.
Confiscated goods, yeah.
That's cool, so I can still see all your inventories.
Yep.
Nice.
Alright.
I can
Top
send
side.
stuff to you. If other people should have stuff, I can send it over to you.
Doggy!
Are we going up?
Oh,
We can go up. It's overall where we're supposed to go.
Remember,
nice.
Nick's gotta loot the gold though.
should we go over here?
And bust down this door.
Maybe I gotta... Where are you at? Where'd you guys go?
We went upstairs. There's people up here. I'm gonna talk to these people.
I'm gonna walk over here to strategically position myself.
Why would you ever want to do that? What could
Oh, I
ever
don't know.
happen? Another soul,
How do I want to watch your dialogue with them. Oh, there we go.
Let's see. I'm gonna use my jester. Wave your hands in the air and chant some gibberish. They better not mess with you.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. It's a fighting. Time for a fighting. There's a doing to transpiring. Alright, so
No.
lash out and setting
So, I
attribute.
wonder if I step in this poison, do I get healed then? Yes.
Yeah.
I do. I get,
Undead?
yeah.
That's whack.
Yeah. I'm
Just
gonna-
don't let anyone cast a heal spell on you then.
Take that,
Yeah.
Magister Rix. Never liked that Magister Rix.
Yeah, Mike, check. I mean, you can kind of see the ridiculous waves and stuff going on through here.
Yeah. It's very nice.
Oh, nice.
You like that?
Yeah, you went all in on Magister
I went all
Murtaugh.
in.
Magister
Taking-
Murphy.
Taking care of the bugs on the other side of the ship.
Is that gonna hit, Jay?
No, because
No,
he's
it's
got
not.
armor. Alright, let me do... I'm gonna grow some horns on my head.
Nick, you need to stop dying.
Getting wrecked.
Nice.
Wow, there we go.
I hit myself with this
I'm
bottle.
gonna loot some bodies now.
Empty potion bottle.
Bust of Alexander. You know what? Oh, I can't lift up that bust.
Boom.
I can lift up this pillow though! Wah! Just go toss it in the puddle of blood.
I like that. I like that.
Where did you guys go?
Shabby letter. There is tons of stuff to read in this game. Again, things to
Yeah,
read
the lore.
and share and build
know.
the lore around.
Yeah.
All manner of
thinking-
things to loot and steal. But of course, if you get caught with it, people are going to be upset, as we learned in the first 5 minutes of this game. Ah, yes, we do need to get off this wreck.
At the helm.
Does this guy have anything?
Ooh, take that.
New
Ooh,
recipe.
new recipe.
Ah, I've thought of a new recipe.
Yeah. From already I can tell that the playing with a mouse and keyboard, if you have the option, is better, but that is really nice to be able to play with the controller competently.
You
wanna
just kind
couch it.
of, it just kind of
Yeah.
works around and nice. Yeah, no, the controller support was something that they added recently, like just almost prior to the game's release. And there's a console version coming sometime later this year. Or actually, maybe it's early next year.
Did Keith Richards already get in the boat?
I already triggered the boat thing. Yeah, I'm back
Oh,
down,
okay.
getting all the people.
Right. Coming. I'm coming to fight.
That's a lot of initiative to track up there,
Yeah.
Nick.
Yeah, a few.
Alright, where is... There's something I wanted to check and I can't remember what. I'm gonna open up this door with the big skull and crossbones on it, because that seems smart. Something's breaking through. Oh no! Death fog!
So how does the turn order get decided? Do you guys know?
There is an initiative stat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you knock people out of their turn? Slow
Yes.
them down and such?
With a stun, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of like behind the scenes dice rolls on this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Things that affect like, you know, if
Oh, I see right now the turn order is shuffling.
you get certain status conditions applied to you. If you, like, you know, if there's ice on the ground, do you slip on the ice? And just like the previous game, a lot of this is focused around using spells, or like if you don't have spells, then like Archer has elemental arrows. But sorry, using those things to kind of combine so you can create like an oil patch, and oil patches burn. So you can create
the
a burning
interactions
thing.
between the things are really cool.
And then you could toss maybe poison into that place, and the poison creates a gas cloud. So lots of different things you can do with that. That's really kind of neat. And I don't want to run into a burning thing, so I'm just going to end my turn there. You go, beast, go do your thing. You avoid hatchlings, go do your stuff.
It's a clutch heal there.
Yeah.
You're encouraged.
Value. Okay, I gotta find out what that means. Oh, all my primary attributes are increased by 1.
Nice.
Excellent.
Does that guy have a whip?
He's got a wand, maybe?
Oh, 1.
Or a dagger.
Used encouraging words. Pep talk. Oh, jeez.
Nice.
Keith Richards.
Look, I've never seen Keith Richards move like that.
That was pretty good.
I don't know what's in that poison glass cloud, but apparently it agrees with him.
Is there anything that I need to kill?
Yeah,
Probably
just
this, right?
a bug right next to us. Yeah.
Whap. I did my job.
Everyone's piecing out now.
They're like, ah!
There's
Okay.
a ladder back here somewhere, isn't there?
Yeah, where's that? Yeah, over at the top. Good work, all.
Freedom! Oh. What are you gonna do?
Go fight this kraken.
Unleash the Kraken.
Uh-oh, that doesn't look good.
Ugh. Oh, dude.
Gross.
There was like a tentacle coming out of
Yeah.
teeth in the oh, no, no.
Bad things are
No.
happening.
That's not good. Your tentacles should not have teeth from which more tentacles. That's just not... That's not good. None of that is good. If you play the first Divinity, this is kind of a follow-up, but it's like...
Loose.
Yeah, I mean, it's more of like there's going to be mentions of certain things that you're going to recognize. And actually, once we get up on the shore here, there's going to be one thing that's going to be a callback to the previous game in a way. So there's going to be some callbacks, some things that you might recognize. But if you haven't played the first game whatsoever, then like you're totally fine just jumping into this and playing. I mean, there's not much in the way of setup that you need other than what they do in the opening cutscene and these little things as far as who you are and what's kind of, you know, happening in the world and the origins behind each one of these characters. So the main characters that you see on the screen there, you can listen to their origin stories, and that also kind of helps set up some of the world building. There's a lot that's... I really appreciate like how much they've crafted this game. Like this is an amazing amount of work to go into something where you have so much that you can interact with and combine and really sort of get into.
The void woke.
The void woken.
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
So hey,
The void is woke. He's going to talk to you about late-stage capitalism.
Yeah.
hey, it's an ancient statue of Brachus Rex. I remember that guy. Hey, there's a little kid. Hey, little kid.
Kid's a snot.
He's not supposed to talk to elves. Elves eat people and their pets. Yeah, so elves are kind of cannibals in this game. They chuck all the flesh of others.
But then they get memories of them.
Yeah. Which is kind of interesting. You never eat a pet.
Unless you're very hungry.
Yeah.
How do you do, not range indicators, sight indicators?
Go beat up some bugs.
Oh, there's lots of saving going on.
Yeah,
Y'all are
don't
doing
worry about
stuff
it.
over there.
Keith Richards is going ham.
That's a pretty good name for an undead man, I must say.
Bit on the nose, don't you think?
I probably would have done something like Murray.
Yeah, you would have.
You know, that's
Yeah.
just me.
I patted that void woke on the bum.
I'm gonna grow some horns. Now I've got bull rush.
Does that hurt when those come out?
No, it feels real good.
Oh, good.
Not my horn, my beautiful, beautiful horn. Wrong game.
Wrong game. But I appreciate
You're
what you're
welcome.
going. So yeah, this is. I mean, like in part, this is an idea of what Divinity Original Sin 2 is. Like the full experience of it, though, it really is. It's one of these games that
Nice.
you have to set aside not only some time, but like with a group of friends to if you want to play the kind of full co-op with it, be like, all right, we're gonna run our own campaign, basically. Like that's what you're in for.
Right.
You are free to play this solo, and you'll get NPCs like those loading screen people. You can have them join your party, and each one that joins your party, oh hey, I can talk to all of you.
So I found with the first one that the learning curve for me was the fact that you could kind of build whatever character you wanted to, and
Right.
you kind of wanted to play a little bit into it to see if that was actually a good idea before you scrapped it and tried again,
Right.
and found what worked best.
Yeah, I feel like the classes are a little better balanced this time.
Yeah, they're a little looser.
And it seems like they kind of... Oops, that's sneakiness. What I want. I want my character sheet. Because we leveled up. Skill panel. There we go. So they give you enough kind of at a start. In this case, I'm polymorph, but I can add more schools of magic to this. But they give you enough at the start to kind of really get a feeling for what it is that this character is about, what you're doing with them, and then if you want to go further into it or whatever, as far as customizing, you can do a lot of that with the other, like if you're playing solo, you can do that with a lot of the NPCs that you pick up, because the NPCs all come as preset classes, and then you can see what those different skills and abilities are. And because they let you freely learn them, just as long as you find like a skill book, it's pretty awesome that way that they let you kind of just tinker around with stuff. And all the classes thus far that I've played, like I've gone through, when it was still in early access or whatever, I kind of played around with a few of them. Every single one feels good to play. Like every single one has its own bag of tricks or whatever, for sure, but like they're all viable and they're all good. It's just kind of how much of a how much like do you want to go down a physical path versus like traps and bows versus summoning versus spells and all that kind of stuff. And these things, like your skill points and stuff, they will let you know sort of what bonuses that you get with each one. And also you can kind of see, like, within particular classes what they favor. So right now I have strength and finesse, but then, you know, if I decide, like, yeah, I want to be a polymorph, but I also kind of want to pick up some school of magic stuff later on because we don't have a whole bunch of spell casting, I'll probably want to get maybe a point into intelligence and then memory as well, because memory is how many skill slots that you have available. I can look at then what I do with my weapons and add points there as I need to. If I do want to then pick up a different school of magic, underneath skills, it's where you can see all of those different ones. So I'm actually going to pick up right now, I'll just go ahead and pick up 1 point into summoning, and some point down the line, if I get a summoning skill book, I'll be able to learn that. And then you have these, which are, how do they label them now? These are basically kind of like crafting your character, like, you know, points into what's your personality, or do you know crafts, or their nasty deeds like sneaking and thievery. So this is a way to kind of customize your character as things outside of combat. What do you do?
You guys want me to figure the thing out there?
I will come up there to where you're at. Oh, were you about to say something, Locke?
No.
Okay. Thought I
No.
might have cut you off earlier.
Just running with my lizard person.
I love
Guy
that
up
Van
there's
Halen.
got a pretty sick cape.
I like that Van Halen song, Running with My Lizard Person.
What should we do, fellas?
Listen in.
You should start another ill-advised fight.
I don't like that guy's
All right. Well, who is Keith Richards? What would Keith Richards do?
Drugs?
I mean, that's not an option.
Are you sure?
I mean, he seems like a pretty socially conscious guy, right?
It's injustice.
Yeah. Oh, Dallas laid the hammer down on you.
Dang.
It's pretty rough.
Oh boy.
I want that spell. Can I get that spell? How do I get that spell?
Loot!
That guy don't play.
Alright, now let's loot the body. Is there any meat? Is there any... Oh, wait, give me that foot. Give me that foot.
But
Eat
he
the
got a
foot.
resurrection scroll. He's dead. He could use that.
There's the foot.
Did you drop it? Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm gonna eat this.
What?
A single name throbs across your brain. Verdas, Verdas, Verdas. He must escape. He cannot die here. He cannot. Elves get memories by eating people's flesh.
That...
That sweet, sweet tasting flesh.
Haven't started fighting.
Whoa.
You're gonna eat his heart because the heart contains his courage. His rich, tasty courage.
Rich, full of vitamins and nutrients. Locke went off somewhere. Where'd you go off to, Locke?
I went to talk to Fane.
Ah. Oh, that's interesting. So I can just click on your thing and I can read through. Oh, we could do with a wizard. Make him a wizard.
A wizard?
Yeah.
What do we get?
Okay.
We've got a bunch of physical people.
You're right.
Hey, my undead brother.
The companion has bonded with their recruiter and can develop a relationship only with that. Oh, all right. Well, you formed a bond, brother, there with your friend Fane.
Locke's been stealing too many pots and pans. He was encumbered.
Did you put stuff in his inventory?
Nope. Hey.
So one thing, do you have a controller there with you, Locke?
No, not on me. Well,
Or-
I do.
or-
I can switch to it.
So presumably, if you turn that on, you should be able to have a second local. Yeah, you should have someone be able to play as Fane in this case.
Local co-op is only supported when using controllers. You can change the input device by going back to start screen. So if you have dual controllers, you can local it. Which is
There we go.
rad.
Yeah. And yeah, so you can do that. So if you have 2 friends or 3 friends that you want to play with, you can pick up NPCs to fill those other slots, and if you have someone local that you want to play with, they can just hop in and play as that other person. Now all progress, like this is my game that I created for us, which means these characters that Nick and Locke have created are specifically in this game. They don't get to go back to their game with these characters and play with them. They only exist here. So if they want to play with them at some point, they have to do so in my game when I'm playing. It's a it's an understandable sort of limitation of something like this, right? Because again, with the whole point being like, hey, let's have an adventure together, there has to be one person where all that stuff kind of resides. This isn't like, you go and you grind out a bunch of levels in a JRPG and then go off on your own or something like that. So this is the first kind of town area that you reach in the game, Fort Joy. There's people to talk to, there's quests to pick up, so I'm going to bring up my journal here and you can see it kind of keeps track of everything. There's this whole thing, I heard a mysterious voice. An elf named Sahalia has asked that we help free her friend. There's signs of a resistance with the Tusa. When I ate the flesh, heard something about Verdas. There's the collar, there's this thing, there's my story so far, right? Keeping track of what you've done.
Can we try loading up my game and see if we can invite a third person in too?
See if that works.
Yeah. So,
because that'd be kind of neat because it'd be a way to, duck. You can kind of get
Effectively, your drop in, drop out co-op.
what happens to my character now that I left then too? I think I'd be
We
curious.
just get control of them.
Okay.
It's pretty sweet how it handles that.
Yeah.
So Keith Richards.
Just doesn't bust the game.
Yeah.
Keith Richards is attached to Jason now.
Yep. So
And then I will quit, and then
I control
my
everybody.
character-
So yeah. So if there was something like you had some friends and they needed to take off briefly and they're like, hey, do you mind just going and doing this real quick or whatever? Like you could do something like that, right? Where
That's
one
cool.
person kind of just takes over to do a couple of small things.
That's really cool.
Alright. Hold on 1 second, Nick. Oh, I was trying to get the battery out. Let's see what I can do here with this.
Okay, I'll up it. Yeah.
So yeah, there's that screen that Locke saw earlier. Alright. I will hop over here. It's Nick's game. Oh. There you go. Connection failed. Party is full.
So you can't. Interesting.
So if you go though, and I bet you if you go and you talk to Fane, Locke knows where that guy is, and get him into your party real quick, I can join up and be the third person playing as Fane.
Where do I get him at?
So
he is kind of over by, like there's a little wooded area that is covered up. He's kind of over by...
Yeah, follow me.
Okay.
We can get him. So, I'm... Get out of here. Get out of here. I assume you picked up this lizard from before, Nick?
Yep.
Cool. For anyone that cares, the Red Prince is a really rad character right off the bat.
Really? I think he's a bit of a dick.
Yeah, that's why he's rad. He's like this fucking racist slaver that
Even when he's like imprisoned and chained up, he's like, I'm better than everybody.
He still has the audacity to be a dick.
Look at this. Ignorant passion.
Okay, come talk to this guy.
While this actually, wait for that. Let me load up Game Master over here real quick. So that you can prepare your own campaign, and I'm not going to go through everything here that you can do because there is like a lot, and there's add-ons that they'll, I'm sure, like mods and stuff like that supported for that. I'm just going to load up the preset one that they have here, and kind of show that off. But this is, as like Locke and I were kind of talking about before, you can have one person be the dungeon master, 4 people join up then, and you take them through a campaign the same way that you would a D&D game.
Yeah, I really, really want to try it.
I would love for us to put something like this together and do
even the baked in one that they have.
Yeah, and this is and so something cool here is like now as the dungeon master and seeing this, here's the welcome screen that you can show people, and then if you want to, you can switch then to this map. There's a little bit of backstory here. They've got little stickies here that you can place on that only you see, that you can leave as notes for other people. Like, so if you take this whole campaign and upload it and other people use it, you can leave notes for the other dungeon masters, so they know. You can move this little party icon, so you're like, oh, okay, your party goes, and they're going over to here, and then you click on this pin, and
So you can join in. Okay.
load the level.
And we'll do the... If we can get past the growth battle for free.
Okay. So here we are, and then inside one of these little levels, there's NPCs here that people can talk to. You can manage the target, you can set the health, you can kill or resurrect them, apply status to it. You can possess them directly if you want to take direct control. It's really neat. Like, Sword Coast Legends has something like this that they tried to do, and better or worse, like there were some things about it that were good, some things that I think didn't work out too well. But it's really awesome that more and more things are trying for this, because yep, there we go. Now it's 2:03.
So you made it in?
I am connecting to it now. So it's really awesome that people are doing this, because like, one of the things I never really got into much growing up was Dungeons and Dragons. I had friends who played. Mike played.
Yep.
Our friend Pete played. His brothers played. I never really got into it too much, but like the more and more over the years I've seen it, the more and more like I've wanted to do a Dungeons and Dragons. Problem is I don't have anyone around me to really do it with, and there's been different things like different websites. Roll D20, I think.
There's Roll20. You can kind of do it in Tabletop Simulator.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Yeah. So they have different things that are set up basically to try and let you do that sort of stuff. But it's neat to see something like this where there's so many tools there, and there's also a lot that is kind of takes some of the work out for anyone trying to set that stuff up. All right, we're fighting some dudes now apparently.
Yep.
Alright, so...
Nick talked to the wrong person again, apparently.
No, he was trying to do this. Alright, so...
So I did it... on my screen, if you were watching, basically you get conversation choices, and some of them open up additional tags for you, and those tags, basically the choice I made opens up the hero tag, which means in future conversations I might have the ability to
Use that.
use that as an answer, which is why I've been trying to do this battle this way instead of giving into this.
Griff. Needle. Alright, Needle's gonna attack next. I can play dead. Elemental arrowheads. I could ricochet.
And I sweet talked this chick named Butter. She's gonna side with me.
Where is
Okay.
she?
She's up on top of the balcony.
Oh, nice.
I told her when I leave this place, I'm taking her with me.
Oh,
Is that a promise you intend to keep, or are you just a jerk?
I don't know yet.
I'm just watching Jason do magic in circles.
yeah, I have to pick a surface, but there's nothing here that has an element that I can... Oh no, I didn't want it in my turn, shoot. Alright, well... Don't hurt me too much, Needles.
Locke, you definitely need to cast the dragon thing you got.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, I want to get it in where I can hit
I'm
a
gonna
couple people at the same time.
Anything in my inventory?
down.
Not much.
Oh, nice.
Go get him, Butter. Butter. Yeah.
Alright, so we got Camp Boss Griff coming up. There's Waltz up there. There's Hilda, who's been knocked down, and there's Nusi.
The one character I think it's like way.
Freaking Nusi.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's just right here now. Yeah, let's just keep beating on Hilde. Oh! Oh boy. He went there.
Everything's on fire.
I was trying to show the environmental interactions.
Alright.
Oh, whoa, where did he go?
Yeah, he's got his little ninja skill going.
I'm super dead.
You might just be.
Don't worry, you got heals, I got heals.
Yeah, I got lots of potions and
Okay,
stuff.
I can do this, make some water arrows. So then
You put out the
range
fire.
weapon base skills. Yep. Can do that kind of like over by you without shooting you.
Oh, you know what? Don't worry about me, because
Nope. Okay.
yeah, I wouldn't even worry. I still got armor going. There we go.
Take that needle, and then I will make you clear-minded. Boosts you. Oh, and it's removed your sleep too, which is probably even better.
Which that really hurt.
Yep. Knockdown arrow, resurrection scroll, poison bottle. That's gonna heal me. Oh, nice. Suck up his life.
Yeah. Lock on it.
Some sort of weird blood mage?
Yeah, it's like a necro kind of a thing he's got. The skills.
Cool.
So who is currently controlling the dashing bearded one?
That's me. One of the origin characters.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think Hilda's gonna burn to death there.
Oh. No.
Oh, so that's a thing too.
Yeah, if you try
If you
and...
try and get out of an engagement to run, you get what's
It's
called
like-
an attack of opportunity, and
Oh, boy.
that goes for any character. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it kind of like shows you too, like if you go to move, there's like a little arrow with a dagger or something.
Right. Okay, sweet.
This is not going to end well.
Red block. I can heal myself. Let me go for the res. That's interesting. Well, there we go.
Cool.
I don't have enough AP left to... No, I'm down. And Locke's down.
I got this.
Look at how cute our little ghosts are, though.
They're pretty sweet.
Nice.
Is it gonna work?
It is.
Oh, butter.
You got this, Butter. Putting in the work, Butter.
Butter is a really interesting name for an NPC.
An NPC archer. Yeah.
So this is good. She'll draw all of them to her, and then you can wake up and res us.
Here's our plan all along.
This is called the butter sacrifice.
It's my favorite chess move. Oh, kill him.
Just wrecking him. Does he have decay on him too?
Favorable wind.
Oh.
Oh no, not ice shard.
Oh,
Chill.
Butter, no!
Chilled out.
You don't
Butter!
Want, you don't want frozen butter.
You're gonna come hit you in the head. This fucking guy.
I'm good.
Serious?
Just hanging out.
just might work.
I'm curious, like, if combat ends, right, they kill Butter or whatever, and then they're just like, okay, and,
You got him.
yeah, everybody's dead.
Griffith's gonna be pissed though. Now she's sleeping.
Ooh,
Oh god.
holy
Nice.
smokes. That dagger, though.
So this is a battle, I would say, Nick, you got into a bit too early.
This is the last, the last thing I gotta do.
Oh, really?
Um,
There's no other
yeah.
quests or anything like that for you to be able to go?
The only quest I really have is the one about, like, returning, or finding the lost kid. Most of the other ones I've solved.
What happened to Hilda?
She is... There's
Look at her
Lucy.
body.
Alright, you
There's
can res us.
Alright,
And you useless skeleton.
resurrection.
Don't give up, skeleton.
Exactly. Alright, and then can I shoot? Nope, out of sight. That's not going to hit there, that's going to do that, and that's going to be really bad. I could do
Do you have any heals?
like that. I can only heal myself with bottle of poison. Oh, but I could do a knockdown arrow, which would actually be useful if I can move here first. And then... Ah! Blocked by physical armor. Oh no! Butter!
She's giving me a shank.
No, Butter, save yourself!
There you go, Griff is pissed.
Oh, Butter! No!
Uh-oh. Noosey.
Noosey! Noosey goosey.
Heal.
Nick drinks his spinach.
What? What?
What happened there?
I don't know, it failed.
Too much armor.
Alright. encouraged us a bit.
Alright, well,
Words of encouragement.
shoot you in the face.
Dang.
Do that.
Well, armor's gone.
Oh, hi, Griff. Oh.
Gee.
Thanks, Griff. Thanks, Griff.
Oh.
He's not playing dead this time.
I feel like your equipment is not good enough for this battle either.
Why doesn't Griff wear a shirt?
Did you see the work Griff is doing without one?
I know, right? Are you serious? Why'd you bring me into this shitty island?
I was having such a fine time playing dead.
Oops.
Ow. I'm just sleeping again. Alright, one hit kills. Here we go. Use your ult.
Yeah.
That looks good. Summon Beelzebub.
There you go. She's bleeding.
Oh, I don't have enough AP. Oh.
For those of you at home, that's action points.
Sleepy.
That
Stabby.
sleep potion sucks.
I'm coming for you, he says.
Runs up the door.
Wait, how'd you die
Where are you
again,
going?
Locke?
I was invited to the ice bolt party by the wizard on the ledge
Oh.
there. Waltz.
He's
This lady here. She's gonna invite Nick too. Yep.
Oh.
Game over. That's the Divinity Original Sin 2.
I was gonna say, that seems like a good place to call it.
The game's super dope. Everyone should play it.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Really good.
there's a lot of stuff with like that. Like, so much of the game is about taking your time in an area, exploring, finding armor, finding all kinds of things, treasure and stuff like that. Like, I know there's areas in there that you can, like, hidden areas that you can go and explore, and different NPCs that you have to talk to start different quest chains. Like, it's like 2 or 3 NPCs, right? Like, they built this as a world that is what you'd find in a lot of D&D games. So if that's the kind of thing that you're interested in, and you got some buddies and friends, and you're just like, hey, we can't get together as often, but let's hop online and play this, this is the perfect game for that. And what's more is, if you want to really go into it and create your own campaign, that Game Master, I mean, Locke, you spent a little bit more time there than I did, but it looks really awesome for setting
It's
that
really
stuff
good.
up.
It's like, it's really full featured, and they're going to be able to like import and export campaigns from your buddies and share them, and share like custom characters and stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
So that's really awesome, and Locke and I have been talking, and we're going to try and figure something out. We might do a little bit more of a full run of this game with some characters that he and I make, and stay tuned for more about that. We'll certainly post stuff up to the site once we get that going and figure some of that out.
Wicked.
Sounds excellent.
alright.
On behalf of everybody, thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in, and check back in. We'll have some more Divinity Original Sin 2 at some point, and more co-op news on Co-Optimus.com, your prime source for co-op gaming.
Really?
That's that graphic noise.